Alright, so before we build our farm, you're going to want to make sure you're at least 100 blocks away from any beds, workstations, or other villagers. Me, obviously I'm on a flat world, there's nothing around me, so I am good. Once you make sure you're not near any of those, you're going to want to make a plus in the ground out of grass or dirt. Something like this. And once you have this, you can get rid of the block in the middle and place a water bucket inside. Now from these blocks, you're going to go up by 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and then same right here, 1, 2, 3. So you should have like an X or a bigger plus like that. Now you're just going to want to connect the corners up just like this on all the sides and basically fill it all in so it's one big grass platform. So it's kind of hard to see because it blends in, but now I have a big 9 by 9 platform like this. So once we do have that, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks away from that. So 1, 2, 3, 3 blocks apart from the other one, and we're going to build another 9 by 9 platform. Alrighty, there we go. Kind of hard to see again, but now we have two 9 by 9 platforms on this. And on the second one, we're going to add our water bucket right in the middle here. Boom. There we go. Now you can grab any slab, put it in there, and then same on this other side. So boom. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to add the walls around these two platforms. I'm going to use glass because it looks nice, but you don't have to use glass. So yeah, basically 2 blocks tall like this and all the way around these two platforms. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. I have one of them done. As you can see, just really simple. 2 blocks tall, just around the whole thing. You don't have to fill in the corners. So I'm going to go ahead and do it for this next one. And boom, there we go. I now have the walls around my 2 platforms. And yeah, yours should be looking somewhat similar to this. Remember, you do not have to use glass. Alright, but now you can actually go ahead and use your hoe on all your grass or dirt blocks and basically make all these blocks in your little area into farmland. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for both of these platforms, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, there we go. So I've now turned all the grass into farmland, and as you can see, it is starting to slowly hydrate. So while we're waiting for that to hydrate, we're gonna add the center part right here where you actually collect all your crops. Alright, so you're going to come to the center of the 2 farms, so right in the middle, boom, right there. Destroy these 2 pieces of glass or blocks, whatever you're using, so it should be looking like that. Place a temporary block wherever you want the front of your farm to be, so I want my front to be right here. And grab your hopper and put it going into that block, and then put another hopper going into that hopper like that, and then same on this side going into that hopper like that. So it should be looking like that. You can get rid of that temporary block and put a chest there just like that. So that's where you're going to get all your crops and stuff. So yeah, now you're going to want to go ahead and put a slab right there on top of that hopper. You're going to want to put 2 rails on these hoppers and make sure the rails are facing towards the 2 blocks on the wall. So make sure the front of the rail, so this part right here, isn't facing towards the farmland, because if you do, the minecart is going to fall out, and we don't want that. So now you can place your minecarts on those 2 rails just like that. Then you can place a trapdoor right there, open it up. That's going to make sure the villagers in here actually don't crawl inside this part, so we don't want that. So we're going to do it on the other side. Boom, there we go. So I'm actually editing the video, and I just realized that you actually do not want to put trapdoors in front of these minecart with hoppers, because if you do, the villagers won't pathfind to this villager and won't be able to throw the carrots at them. So make sure you just don't put your trapdoors there, and they should be able to go up and throw the carrots at them, as you see right here. And these minecarts won't move because that's why they're faced that way. But yeah, totally forgot about that. Very sorry. So yeah, let's continue the video. Now you're going to want to stand on that slab right there. Go ahead and put a slab right here, a slab right here. Boom, and then place some temporary blocks right here and put a slab right there, and then get rid of those. It should be looking something like this, and then you could just put any block right here and right here, and boom, there's your little villager chamber good to go. Now all we gotta do is put a workstation in there and a villager. All right, so to make it less confusing, I would use something that's not a composter, because it might make it more confusing when you're getting your other 2 villagers in here. So I'm gonna use a fletching table, and yeah, basically put whatever workstation you're using right here in the back, just so it's out of the way and you can still be able to open that chest right there. And then you could just put a bed 1 block away from that right there. We want to make sure that villager is not going to get in that bed, because if he does, he's going to escape from the whole farm. But we do want him to be able to link to that bed so he can be a part of this village. But yeah, once you got that, you're now ready to go to get your villager in. If you're in survival, I'd recommend like bringing them in a boat, making a little waterway, and somehow getting them up here, or with like a minecart track, you know, that's kind of the easiest way. But yeah, once you do get them up here, just plop them in right there, and then boom, you can put that slab, and boom, there's your villager in. As you can see, he connected to his workstation. He now looks like a Fletcher. That is good. And yeah, he's not going to be going anywhere. All right, so now that we have him in, we're now going to add the other other 2 villagers in, so we're going to get their workstations and we're going to do this one at a time. So we're going to put a composter right there above that water block, any block right here, and then torches around it. And you could actually just use like a glowstone block or any light emitting block, but this is probably the cheapest way. And yeah, once you got that, go ahead and grab your next villager a bed and just put it right over here on the left. Make sure it's 1 block away like that so he doesn't actually get in. And yeah, once you got that, you just go ahead, get him in here. Obviously, if you're in survival, you're gonna have to get him in with a boat or something, but yeah, you should connect to his workstation and bed immediately. So that's good. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. All right, but yeah, he connected to his bed, he connected to his workstation, he is good to go. And yeah, the farm is also now good to go. All you gotta do is, of course, plant the crop you want. You could use carrots, beetroots, or potatoes. Me, I'm gonna go ahead and use carrots. Alrighty, there we go. I got my carrots in. And yeah, they won't start throwing the carrots at this guy immediately. You're actually gonna have to wait for these to fully grow so they can start harvesting them and get some in their inventory. So if you want to speed up the process, you go ahead and bone meal all these so he'll see that they're fully grown and he will actually start harvesting them. But yeah, as you can see, they're starting to harvest the crops, and if they don't start harvesting the crops, you're gonna have to actually throw them some carrots, and when they pick it up, they'll start harvesting the crops. But yeah, once they do get enough crops in their inventory, they'll actually go ahead, come up here and throw them at this villager. The Minecraft hoppers will pick them up and put them in the chest, and that's basically how the farm works. But yeah, guys, that is the end of the video. If you're having troubles with this farm, you can go ahead and join my Discord and I can help you out one-on-one there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.